You see the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Had you written that, or I'll rewrite what you have both one, or had you completed?
No, ma'am, I haven't written.
Not
Ma'am.
written. Notice, I'm writing. Sinking fund factor. Not many numerical formulas. And in direct, it will be not through this way. Direct formula, you have a combination with your shares and bonds. Next class practice will help you to understand. Don't get confused about the derivation. This is where you are going to just you are doing the derivation to know where you are going to use this particular formula. Okay? Just cleanly write the formula. Let me know if you have finished this. So in the third, what you did is you found the future value. Each year, if you are depositing some A value, what you got is in the nth year, what will be your F. In the fifth, I'm going to do the reverse. Each year, if you are having a value, I want to find what is your starting capital. For example, suppose you are paying this installment to your university each year. I want to know how much this is you're paying to your not university bank each year. What is your seed capital? How much loan you have taken, such that this is the yearly installment. This is what I'm going to calculate in your fifth formula. Taking you backward. Whatever your installment, I'm going to discount and take it backward. In the third, you took it forward. In the fifth, you are going to go backward. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us go to the fifth one. Is equal payment. Present what factor? Given as your P. So you are going to calculate your P value for all your investment return. It may be anything. Your A is simply a equivalent amount, but it can be any variable. Okay. Suppose your first year investment, you have to take it to year 0. So what I've used, I've simply used your second formula for 1 year, because you are paying. Remember, at the end of the first year, 0 to 1, I'm dragging it to year 0. Second year investment is here. From here, I'll drag it to year 0. So this is your drag to year 0. Each year I'm to dragging it to year 0 to know its presence. Similarly, you have your third year. I'll take it to year 0. That way it goes. Last one is your nth year. Taken to year 0. This is my first equation. Whatever your investment return, whatever, I have taken everything to year 0. What I do is divide each side by 1 plus I. So what I get is square. Okay. This goes on. The last one is n plus 1. This is for second equation. If you are finished, let me know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract. This is your 2 from 1. I'm going to subtract 2 from 1. Let me know what is left. Finished? Let me know after you have completed. Done. सचिन लिखते ही जा रहे हो
मैम हो चुका है मैडम
तो बोलो
और लोग काम का नहीं हुआ आज
वो लोग बोलेंगे 1 plus I. You are subtracting 2 from 1. So what remains you can see here. So this gets cancelled. So what remains is this from the first, this from this equation. So you have your A 1 plus I. This is your minus n plus 1. This is your third equation. Just to bring it to form, what I do is now I multiply 1 plus I both sides. So what I'll get is P1 plus I minus P equal to, this is A taken common, 1 minus 1 by 1 plus I to the power n. So you have a I on the left side, you bring it to the other side and multiply. So your formula becomes to the power n minus 1. This is your I into plus I to the power n. Your format is A into, this is the P given E, I for n. Will give you the P value of a series of annuity you are depositing, getting, receiving, whatever each year. After finishing, Sachin will tell me that finished or not.
yes ma'am finished
Finished. Others, if not finished, will say. I'll ask Sachin.
Ma'am, I'm writing.
किसका नहीं हुआ?
मेरा
ठीक, निपुण will let me know then. इस बार सब एक निपुण को पूछेंगे. Only on निपुण will say I'll move out.
yes ma'am completed.
Done. Okay. So next is reverse of this. So your sixth one is capital recovery factor. Capital recovery factor. Bank has given a certain amount of capital. Say 10 lakh in loan. How much should be the installment each interest period so that it is able to recover this factor loan given? Just reverse the case. What should be the annual installment if a loan of P has been granted? So this is just the reverse case. So your skill is by reading the question how you are able to know which formula to pick. After doing a few questions, you will be expert in this, no issue. All these are related to annuity. Annuity means equal amount which you receive, deposit, or anything at the end of the first year. So this is from 0 to 1. Your annuity is always here. Say 2, your annuity is always here. But if you start here, it becomes a perpetuity. So what is your annuity? When your annuity never stops, it becomes your perpetuity. So your next formula will be related to this. Nipun, after you finish, you let me know.
Yes ma'am done.
Done. That means Sachin has already done. I'm assuming.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So seventh one is present value of a perpetuity. Before that, you write a perpetuity is an annuity. A perpetuity is an annuity which goes on indefinitely. A perpetuity is an annuity which goes on indefinitely. For example, suppose I take the example of irredeemable preference share or a redeemable bond. What are they? Perpetual bond, where the government has taken the loan and it goes on giving you the interest till it pays back you the principal amount. So it goes into perpetuity. That means continues like ever after. Okay. Examples. If you have written, you let me know.
Ma'am, again repeat, ma'am.
Which one? Tell me. It's written here. See, perpetuity is an annuity.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Example, ma'am. What you tell, ma'am?
Irredeemable preference share or
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You define, ma'am. About government, ma'am. I don't
bond,
know what you say.
perpetual bond. Okay, so what is your irredeemable bond? This is bond which goes into your perpetuity. That means suppose government has taken a borrowing, some of the perpetual bond is there where the government never pays you back the principal, but it will go on giving you the interest long period of time. That is what is known as the perpetuity. It continues indefinitely. You get like a permanent income. You go on getting the interest, but the principal amount you don't get because government is continuing the borrowing. Maybe after 10, 20, 30 years, it may return you your principal. Good, you are getting a secure income every interest period. These are also another form of investment. Let me know if you have finished.
Yes, ma'am.
Done? Okay. So, how to calculate this? See your fifth formula. What is your fifth formula? 1 plus I to the power n minus 1 by I 1 plus I to the power n. This is your fifth formula. I rewrite it as your A. This is your 1 by I minus 1 by 1 plus I to the power n. In this, what is happening? Your n is a long number of years, infinite. N is infinite. Okay. So your n is goes into infinite. That means this equation approaches 0. It becomes so large that this becomes or approaches 0. As your n approaches infinite, this equation in this equation 5 approaches 0. Is it clear? Because it is a annuity which goes into indefinitely. That means your n is into infinite. If your n is infinite, this is becoming smaller and smaller. Approaches 0. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes.
मैम ऊपर वाला जो n इक्वल टू इनफाइनाइट है तो उसमें 0 हो जा रहा है फिर नीचे वाला इनफाइनाइटनेस
नहीं n in वही उसी को सिंबल में दिखा है.
ओके मैम.
Okay. So from this, what your formula becomes? What your formula becomes? What is your formula now?
A by I.
A by I. Okay. So you calculate the perpetuity. That means the if you have invested some amount, so we invested some amount in a government bond, which is a perpetual bond. Each year you are getting some interest. You can calculate how much will be that interest, which goes on infinity. What is your source of income? If any doubt, you ask. The seventh formula is a long one. That's why I will not do. I'll test you with a numerical. Next class we'll take up the seventh formula. Because if I start, it will take 5, 10 something. And I think you will be tired. Have you written this? This is the formula for perpetuity. Formula for perpetuity. See a question. I think the question is there in this slide. Let me see. No issue. So your question is, an investor in an irredeemable perpetual bond expects 500 annually from an investment. Find the present value. I'm writing PV, okay, present value of his, this is known as perpetuity investment. At an interest rate of 10%. Calculate.
$5,000.
How much?
5,000.
5,000. Very good. Everyone got?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So simply what you have done is your P is your A by I. Your A is 500, your I is 0.10. So the present value of his investment is 5,000. So he should not invest more than this in this bond. Okay. Suppose the question is, there is a perpetuity investment which is requiring, all the details are same. Okay. Suppose in this same question, he is required to invest 7,000. Should he go for the investment?
No.
No, ma'am.
No, because the maximum amount he should invest here is this much for this perpetual bond. If it is 6,000, 7,000, that means higher than this PV, he should not go for that perpetuity investment. If it is less, he can go, he is benefiting. Or if it is at least equal to this, he can go for this investment. He is assured that that continuous investment over the years. Okay. So moving on, next is, this is number 8, I think. Present value of an uneven cash flow. Like for example, in all this you saw it was your annuity and easily you calculated. It was perpetuity, so you calculated. Now if the cash flow is uneven, that means each year it is differing, then how you will calculate. Okay. So what you are going to do is equal to, this is your first year investment, simply discount. This is your second year investment, discount. For the second year, continues your last year investment, you discount. So it is your summation of your AI 1 plus I to the power t. T is changing from 1 to n number of years. Discount them separately. You have to, because if you see, you are using your second formula here. This is simply your discounting for each unit. You are using your second formula for each individual year. Take the summation. That will give you the present value of the annuity over the years. Nipun, you will let me know if you have finished. Because by assumption, Sachin must have done.
Yeah, I completed.
You have done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So last question, let me give you. I'm moving on. I'm on written.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Suppose if a person receives $11,000 over 3 years, find the present value of his returns at 6% rate of interest. Rate of interest. Fine.
$23,849.
Done, everyone? Got the same answer? Sachin, what is your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
कितना है?
22,689.
22 and 23.
मैम अप्रोक्स 23 हो जाएगा मैम.
Just a minute. Can you see the slide? Can you see the PPT?
No ma'am, slide. No ma'am, whiteboard.
Okay. Now also?
No, ma'am. Whiteboard.
इससे चाहे और नहीं और